Hello.
Hello, everybody. How's everybody doing on this beautiful Wednesday?
Happy Hump Day.
Keith, how are you doing today?
I'm good. I mean, it's actually we got we have a heat wave over here. Where are we? Okay, I'm like I have all these other things up here. I'm like, where is it?
Oh my God, you guys have a heat wave over
Yeah,
there? Didn't you just guys had a couple of blizzards back to back and all this
yeah.
snow and everything?
It actually, I think it went up to like the mid 70s yesterday.
Oh wow.
Where and then I think like
Awesome.
2 weeks ago it was like in the 20s.
Dang.
I'm not.
Hopefully there's
I'm
no more
not.
coldness going on for you guys.
I mean, the only thing I can say is I could probably say that as of now, we probably will not get any more weather in the low 30s, the 20s, the teens. I don't see that. I see us just be right now, maybe anything from like 35 degrees and higher, which is good.
Mm.
That means I was able to put at least right now, I put my jackets away. I have a hoodie, but my jackets are away.
Look, Muncie's over there saying that there is 82 degrees yesterday where he was.
Crazy. 82.
He's like, don't. He's like, Mama Nancy saying, "Don't get used to the weather."
Definitely don't get used to it.
Well, hello, Muncie, for being here today. Mama Nancy, thank you
Yep.
so much for being here, and everybody else that is in the channel that is watching us. Thank you guys so much for being here today. Yeah, today's already Wednesday. Like we're gonna talk about Quebec City. That's the port we chose for today.
Oh
Hopefully, you
yeah.
guys will enjoy it as
If
much
you
as
don't
we
know
enjoy
where
bringing it.
that is,
Right?
it's in Quebec.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Quebec
If
City.
you don't know
It's
where
in
it is,
Canada.
so it's in Canada, but it's a weird port because it's one of the ports that it's a one-way ticket.
Mm.
So
Look, Muncie said
basically,
that it's going to be 28 degrees tonight, and your mom says that the cold weather is coming.
well, it's telling me it's 55 right now, so I got 55. But
All right.
let's
I'm going
see.
to put the
Supposed to
chat there so
rain.
everybody can see.
Tomorrow 60. Yeah. Well, Friday's a high of 44, low 30. Oh, sweet Jesus! I thought we were done with the 20s. Tuesday is a low of 22. Sweet Lord Jesus! I thought
You
we
know
were
what,
done with.
Keith? Don't put the jackets out yet. Get them back
Yeah.
out.
Well, I'm gonna take out. Yep, that's on Tuesday. I'm gonna take out the jacket. I gotta take out the one jacket. I don't want to take out the other jacket. Let's get. I was like so hot yesterday. Like, okay, you want to, I got in my car yesterday and, okay, I have the window open, it's fine. But then my wife calls me, so I don't want people to hear the conversation. All right, I'm going to close the window. I'm hot. I'm like, I got to put my AC on in the car. I'm like, it's March. And I believe just driving my car for like 5-10 minutes. But I'm like, I got to put my AC on.
Look, Martin is saying to remember to like and share. He's actually working right behind me on
yeah.
on his office. You could probably say hello. Look, he's saying hello from back there.
I actually want to show people, which I do this. I never brought it out to here, but I do it on my other thing, which is this is what I do on my videos, right? I'm gonna show you right now. It's a like.
Oh, wait, hold on. Let me put this up.
Look, watch. Boom. Ta-da.
Oh, look at that! Look at that!
So if you ever watch,
you're looking good there on that picture. Look at you.
I know. So I actually want to because if you want, I learned how I actually created that whole thing myself. Well, I did that on Canva, right? Canva had that,
okay.
And then all I did was put my picture. I changed the wording around this and that. Because look, I put cruise blog, and I think I put like cruise news on there, all that stuff.
Oh, that's really cool. But yeah, guys, welcome in. I see everybody coming in so far. If you want, just put a little wave on the comments so that we know you're still here.
Thumbs up, thumbs down.
Yeah, thumbs up on
if
the,
you don't like
video.
it,
It'll let YouTube know that we're here and we're live and that you guys are liking the show so far. I know we just started the show, but thank you so much for being here with Keith and I. Jeff D will not be here with us today. He had a prior arrangement, so he's going to be taking care of some business. But we are here, so we're going to be talking about, is it Quebec, right? Is that how you say it? Quebec City?
Yeah, Quebec City. So
a lot of people say Quebec, and then a lot of people say Quebec. So which is the right way of saying it? But I've heard a lot of Canadians saying Quebec City.
I always say as Quebec. Like,
okay, so we're going to stick with Quebec. If we say you're wrong, put it in the comments.
But you know what? It's probably French. So
I know, right?
That, you know.
Look, Muncie says we say it the second way. Quebec. He says it's Quebec City.
Is it Quebec? No, it's not Quebec. Quebec.
Quebec, right?
That's fine. Yeah. The only thing I do know is I remember when I used to go down to Florida. I went to Florida one time, like in January, and I saw a lot of people from Quebec in Florida. Like they drove.
Oh, nice.
They drove from Quebec. Like I saw the license plates.
Yeah, I've seen some here in Florida as well. I'm like, man, these people are driving from far because that's way up there, like way up there. That's maybe like what, 3-day drive?
I've seen the Quebec license plates down there in Florida.
What, Martin?
It's almost as far as New York.
No, it's further than New York.
Further.
Yeah, it's further than New York. Martin's like, as far as New York, I'm like, no, it's further because it's way up there.
All right. Awesome. That's it. Let's go. You're in Tampa.
Look at Muncie. Muncie's like, we also call it soda pop.
No, Muncie. It's not soda pop. They call sneakers tennis shoes. I mean,
tennis shoes. Oh my God, that is too funny. See, we always have a great time before the show starts. I'd always like to have these couple of 10 minutes with you guys just to chit chat, get all caught up in what's going on and everything else, and then start the show. We're allowing people to come in and get settled. I know it's 8:00. A lot of people are still, getting off. Oh, there's Martine. So we are right now trying to get the show rolling. My YouTube office is coming along little by little. So we got the paneling in. So soon I'll be on my other side because this is my regular office where I work from. So soon I'll be on the other side.
From Tampa, it's an extra 7 hours to Quebec compared to New York.
Oh, but see, it's still an extra 7. So that means it'll probably be like maybe a day and a half travel, maybe 2 days, depending if they stop.
Well, it said 26 hours, but it's not going to be 26 hours. It's probably going to be like 32.
So it'll be 2 days because think about it. They're probably going to have to stay and stay at a hotel to at least get some sort of sleep or something.
I mean, you need more, and plus you need more than 2 drivers. You need like 3-4 drivers. If you're going to keep going and rotate the people, you need like 3-4 drivers.
I still remember when you came in November. Remember you ended up having to do the drive over there. That was crazy. That was crazy.
All the flights were down. They had like an electronic problem.
Well, look at what's happening right now with the airports. I'm not actually afraid because I have a flight on Friday. And everything going on with the TSA and people not coming into work and whatnot. I don't know what I'm going to be looking at on Friday if I'm going to be able to get on that flight.
Why? I haven't been paying attention to flights.
Yeah, Texas and Puerto Rico, they had TSA problems. A lot of people didn't show up to work, and some people were delayed. Some people didn't even get on their flights. Because there was line up to 5 and 6 hours wait to try to get through TSA checkup.
Really?
Yeah, it was all over the news yesterday. Look at Muncie. Muncie's like, I did 22 hours myself to Key West twice. Muncie, you are good. You are good.
I'm not doing that. No.
But are we ready? Are we ready to start the show, Keith?
Yep.
All right, so let's take it away. Let's start this show for today. Here we go. Well, guys, welcome back to another Across the Wave show. Today, we're going to be talking about the Port of Quebec City, which is located in Canada. Sometimes when I read about these ports and we've picked them out and stuff like that, I really don't look into seeing where the ports are at until I'm actually studying on them and trying to figure out where they are. But I didn't know that this one was in Canada. It's a place that I've always wanted to go and visit. So it was kind of like nice to kind of like talk about this city. And Quebec City is actually the capital of the city of Canada, Canadian province of Quebec. As of July 2021, the city had a population of 549,459 people that live there in Quebec City, according to the census during that time. So little by little, the population actually has been growing there in Quebec. And it's a very nice place. If you guys have not visited there, I definitely suggest you visit because they have like the old Quebec and they have like the newer, and it's really pretty. I didn't even know that this place was as pretty as it was when I was going through the history parts of it. But a little bit of history, if we go way back then, between the 1500s and the 1763, Quebec City is one of the oldest European settlements in North America, and the only fortified city north of Mexico's, whose walls still exist, while many of the major cities in Latin America dated from the 16th century among the cities in Canada and the United States. Few were created earlier than Quebec, like St. John's, Harbor Grace, Port Royal, Santa Fe, Jamestown, those types of cities. It is home to the earliest known French settlement in North America, Fort Charlesburg Royal, established in 1541 by the explorer of Jacques Cartier, with about 400 persons during that time. Quebec was founded by Samuel de Champlain, and French explorer and a diplomat on the 3rd of July of 1608. The population of the settlement remained small for decades. In 1629, it was captured by the English privateers led by David Kirky. So could you imagine all these crazy stuff or different things going on back in the times? I love history. So I always look at these things when I'm reading them and I'm like, oh my God, everything that happened during that time. So it was really cool to read a little bit about the history of this area. Quebec was the headquarters of many raids against New England during the French and Indian Wars in 1690. So the French also where it calls the New France, including the city of Britain in 1763, when the French and Indian Wars were officially ended. So could you imagine having a war during that time of the year, all those years going through all of that? And at the French rule, Quebec was a town of 8,000 inhabitants back then, surrounded by forests, villages, fields, and pastures. As we go a little bit more into like our time, if we go back a little bit into 1812, the city itself was not attacked during the War of 1812, when the United States again attempted to the Canadians' land amid the fears of another American attack on Quebec City. Until the late 18th century, Quebec was the most populous city in present day in Canada. As of the census of 1790, Montreal surpassed with 18,000 inhabitants. So could you imagine having, only 18,000 people living in Montreal? I can even imagine how many people live there right now, but I'm pretty sure it's not 18,000. Before the Royal Military College of Canada was established in 1876, the French-speaking officers training school was the Quebec City School Military Instructions, founded in 1864. And then in the year 2002, Quebec was mostly urbanized city and territory, with today's boroughs, La Cité. Oh, this is French. I don't even know how to say this part. So we're just going to leave it as borough because I'm not going to chop this one. The government of Quebec then mandated a municipal reorganization and province. I should have had Martin said that word because he's really good with saying words like that. consulting the boundary and present date in Quebec. And in 2008, the city celebrated its 400th anniversary and was gifted funds for festivities and construction projects by provincials and federal government, as well as public artwork and by various entities, including foreign country. Quebec today is one of the most visited cities by cruise ship, and the amounts of people coming into Quebec City is over 1 million people per year. And this is by cruise ship, guys. So this is all I have for our history on Across the Wave on the city of Quebec. I'm going to take it over to Keith. He's going to bring us with some news, and then we're going to continue.
Hello, everybody. So I was actually going to try to get you guys the map. I'll get you guys the map at the end of the show. Okay. Today is actually, well, oh, okay, that's the wrong screen. Today's actually a high of 22 degrees Fahrenheit. Because remember, I think out there, the way they do, oh, sweet Jesus, I'm sorry. I just saw like what their weather is next Tuesday. And it says, oh my God, even Wednesday, it's even worse over there. Oh my God. Next Tuesday is a high of 28, low of 1 degrees. I don't think I've ever seen that. And Wednesday, high 15, low 0. But today, they have a heat wave right now, right? A high of 24, low 19, and it's supposed to be snow. But oh my God, high 15, low 0. Wow, that's crazy. Okay, so let's get actually to the cruise ships real quick down there. I'm not gonna bring up because right now. It's not really cruise season over there. Cruise season starts in April. So you got the Viking Polaris and the Viking Octanus. I was like, it's Oct. So what I have we will say on April 13th and April 22nd. So when do the real cruise ships? I say the real cruise ships. The MS Zudam will be there in May. They don't get a lot of cruise ships there because in order to go here, right? So when you go to this port, it's a one-way ticket. For example, if you go, and it usually leaves from Boston, right? So if you leave from Boston and you go there and you don't want to take a plane to come back home, then you're better off. You got to put in your head, I'm going to do a back-to-back. And I think it's like a 10-day cruise, 9-10 days. If I'm correct, right? So I don't know why they're not. So I've seen it. I think, but they don't have a lot of those cruises that go there. Yeah. So they start to get a lot of cruises. Like in some reason it says in September. Throughout the whole year, they have like no cruises, but then all of a sudden September they get. I'm not kidding you. The whole year maybe they get like 4 or 10 a month. Right from like April, but in September, I'm like kidding. I'm looking at September. They get like 50 cruises that month. So I don't know why. For some reason, September. I guess the people want a little bit cooler weather because of the tide of the summer, the heat. But okay, so let's get actually to the news real quick, everybody. We're gonna get to the news. Samara Brown, thank you for coming in. Hello. Okay, so let's do this real quick. Actually, let's do this one. And just so you know, I did put out a video on this right, like I say about 45 minutes before we started. Okay, so supposedly a cruise passenger went overboard on the MSC Seashore. If I'm correct, I forgot my top of my head. Right? Yeah, MSC Seashore, a cruise passenger went overboard. This happened. I already know the whole story off the top of my head, so because I literally just filmed it. This actually happened on March 10th, 2026. 2026. I'm getting my years confused. Oh my God. I almost said like 2027, 2025. So yeah, March 10th, 2026, right? So this happened then. And so the cruise was March 10th, but on March 11th, on the second day of the cruise, is when when they thought a cruise not passenger went overboard. So before we start, cruise passenger supposedly went overboard, but when they found out, there was nobody there. So basically, what happened? Somehow an alarm went off. They're not saying if someone said it or if their overboard system went off, but somehow they thought that somebody went overboard. And supposedly they said it was a man that went overboard. So I'm a little bit confused with the story, right? So they said a man went overboard, right? So they searched the water, they checked the cameras, no person, no person. They made everybody on the entire cruise go back to their staterooms, right? And mind you, this is at like 12 o'clock at night, right? At midnight, right? So everybody's probably like half drunk. Down there, the people in the casino are pissed off that they got to cash out, take their money, and go back to their room. And they had to wait there for a crew member to come there. They had to scan their card to check. They had to make sure everybody in their room was accounted for and everything, which they did the same thing with the guests. Everybody was all accounted for. And in the end, nobody went overboard. That's what they said. I'm a little confused with it, but it is what it is. Okay, so let's go on to the next story, right? Okay, here we go. Overboard. Oh, so Carnival Cruise Line is now introducing an express dining to cut the time for dinner to be under 1 hour, right? So we have all the. I made this video, right? So please go out there. I also made shorts and all that, right? So well, I'll scroll down a little bit for you guys. I know the whole story off the top of my head. Carnival Cruise Line is actually going to introduce an express menu. So basically, you're not going to be able to go there and get your steaks if you want, because steaks take longer. So there's going to be a limited menu on this that you're going to have your full 3-course meal, and you'll be able to get out of there within 1 hour. But me personally, I think there's going to be certain factors to it. Okay, for example, me and my wife go, yes, it'll work. But I'll just say me, my wife, and then next man know I got 8 other people at our table. We got 10 people at the table. That we got something like that. It's not going to work. But at that point, you got like maybe you could get that under 2 hours, because when you have all those people, those dinners could go up to like 2 hours. I've been there where I sat there with so many people, and it took like 2 hours. So you got to put certain things into factor when they're trying to do this. And next up, but last but not least, as you know, let's see. Oh, I wonder if a bird or someone threw something overboard triggered the man overboard detective. I understand that part, Muncie, but I don't understand why they said a man went overboard, where it would be like, oh, it should, in the story, it should have said a person went overboard. Yeah, Joanne's at the casino. How do you know? I'm not looking at the chat right now. Oh, yeah. She's at Jake 58. So I actually did put up a casino video on our other channel. If you guys haven't checked it out, we have a casino. I do have another channel which is all casinos. So Muncie actually see, yeah. So get back to that point, Muncie. Me up $800. Don't lose it all, Joanne. Don't lose it all. Trust me. Don't lose it all. I mean, stakes on you this weekend. Okay. Yeah, you got me sidetracked. I don't know where I was. Okay, I'm just gonna go up to the next news story because I literally just lost track where I was at and all that. We talk about the person going overboard and all that. So yeah, I mean, the part that makes no sense is why would they whenever the person going overboard, why would they say that it's like like I said, it's not a person, why would they say it's a man? So I'm assuming someone on the cruise ship told them that someone went overboard. I'm assuming maybe a guest or a crew member thought that somebody went overboard and they said it. That's what I think what happened, because all those alarms would have went off, right? The overboard system, everything. So that's what I think is probably what happened. Okay. So let's go on to the next one. and then I get past this. So if you, I know this already off the top of my head, most of it. All right. So basically, what happened here? Princess rates their surf shorts. Here's what the changes. So basically, if you have an ocean view, so hang on one second. So basically, if you have the three regular rooms, that's ocean view, interior, balcony, it went up $1, right? Well, everybody went up $1. So for that, it's gonna be $18. If you have the mini suites, the cabana one, right? And I forgot the other name of it, the other one, right? That's gonna go up to $19. And if you have the suite on there, that's gonna go up to $20. So basically, that's basically what happened with Princess right now. If you have a cabin with two people, you're paying an extra $14 on top of the rate, which is what they have right now. So that's basically what happened with Princess and all that. And so that is it right there. Oh, I am still in the middle of that one. Sorry about that, everybody. So so that's it. Let me pass this off to Tinkerbell, and we can go to the next part.
I gotta do a Jeffy dance. Ooh. All right, guys. So we're going to be talking about what happens around the Port of Quebec. And let me tell you, there's a lot of different things that you can see. You're going to be disembarking right at the heart of Quebec City. It's a historical district. Cruise ships enable their passengers and crew members to enjoy the charms of the major tourist sites of all Quebec City, including the Palace Royal, the Elas Chateau Frontenac, and the Petit Champlain district. I hope I didn't butcher all of that. And this is not to forget the countless sidewalks, cafe, antique shops, art galleries, and sidewalks artists who brings life to the city's picturesque streets. Located near the old city along the Petit Champlain neighborhood, the Ross Cruise Terminal is easily accessible by car, foot, or public transportation. With more and more cruise ships coming into town, you have relative new facilities run by the Quebec Port authorities located within the port territory, and it is a short ferry ride away from the Port of Quebec proper and offers features like the biggest jet fountain in Canada, along with the views of the iconic Chateau Frontenac. I hope I said that right. The old city of Quebec is situated in two levels: the lower town as at the port, and the upper town, quick walk from the cruise terminal. The funicular to the upper town is next to the Palace Royal across from the dock. So if you're ever going there, the Queen of Disney's here. Maybe she's been to Quebec. She can maybe tell you some tips and tricks on that stuff. Distance from the airport is about 16 kilometers. You can use a taxi if you want. The cruise terminal in Quebec City is commenced a project for construction to the second cruise terminal at the port at berth 30. The terminal will be completed back in 2020. So that has probably more than likely has been completed by now. It allows the port to accommodate ships of more than 4,000 passengers. So the cruise terminal is conveniently located near the heart of Quebec City. The distance from the Port of Quebec to downtown is approximately 1 kilometer. So it's a 0.6 miles, which is a short walk, maybe 10, 15 minutes, depending on how slow or how fast you are walking. Also on here, the whole and the landmark. Okay, so continuing with that information, you have on there, one of them was the integral part of the Palace Royal History Site, and is the mansion of Chevalier, restored in 1956. In fact, three separate houses, the Chesney House, the Ferrat House, and the Cavalier House, their firewalls, high fireplaces, and arch cellars make them specially significant examples of Quebec architectural heritage, and the mansion Cavalier of displays domestic sense from the past to the permanent exhibition. So tours and excursions and transportations, there's a funicular from Rue de Petit Champlain in the Lower Town, Hotel Chateau Frontenac in the Upper Town. It pays to compare, your cruise line excursions. So if you're wanting to go, you can go through Get Your Guide or Viator for some of these excursions, which we're going to be talking about excursions in a little bit. Some nearby places, if you don't want to go, that far from the area, less than 30 minutes from downtown, is it possible to enjoy the landscape of the Biapre coast and the magnificent Montmorency Falls, our famed pilgrimage destinations. The Basilica of Saint Anne is also there. You also have some shopping and some food. Quebec City Old Town, especially in Bassville, is a riddle with shops of tourists. Watch the leather goods and various handmade crafts made by Canada First Nation people. So you have a lot of different things there. The currency over there is, you will find like ATMs in many grocery stores, mall, airport, and so on. But it's the Canadian dollar is the currency over in Quebec City. Hopefully you guys got some information about, what to do around the port. I didn't even see if they had a hop on, hop off. They usually do have some of those, but I didn't see one on this one. So with that being said, we're going to go ahead and take it away. Actually, before we do that, I'm going to show you this real quick, and hopefully you guys will come and join us here.
Good afternoon, everybody. We've got an exciting group cruise announcement for you. This time around, it's going to be a very special occasion, as we have managed to get an invite to the inaugural sailing of the one and only MSC World Atlantic. This time around, we'll be sailing out from Port Canaveral in Orlando, Florida on November 13th, 2027. From there, the ship will be docking at Nassau in the Bahamas on the 14th and MSC's private Ocean Cay Marine Reserve on the 15th. After that, there'll be a relaxing day at sea where you can be one of the first people to explore this lovely new ship. On the 17th, they'll be docking in Cozumel, Mexico, followed by Costa Maya in Mexico on the 18th. From there, a single day at sea will be taking you back to Orlando to conclude the inaugural sailing. Be sure to book your cabins quick, as inaugurals like this tend to sell out really fast. You can contact us at jagonzalez@expediacruises.com or call us directly at 813-608-2935. We hope to see you on board with us.
I forgot to bring.
I was like,
Loki.
not now.
Well, welcome back. We're going to be talking about short excursions and some food.
So just mind everybody, just give you guys a heads up. They speak French there. So
Ooh, okay.
so if you're looking for restaurants, sometimes it might not be in English, it'd be French, so you might have a little trouble with that.
Yep.
With Just don't do what my grandfather used to tell me to say to a French woman, okay? My grandfather, this is before the Christine Aguilera song came out. He used to be like this, just go up to a woman and say, voulez-vous coucher avec moi? And now I got older, I realized, no, don't say that. You're going to get smacked right across the face.
Oh, that's funny.
You know, the reason why I was able to say that because my grandfather you used to say that to me, joking around, but
I know,
didn't
right?
he's joking around.
That's too funny. Ah. Okay, so you're gonna start the shore excursion?
Yeah. I'll start.
Okay.
Where? Oh, yeah, I only put one up because this one. Okay, this is it. Okay, here we go. Okay, so this is a guide tour of the Ferma La Chateau. Wait. Guide tour of the Ferma Le Chateau Frontenac in Quebec City.
There you go.
Quebec. Now, I actually said the other way. I want Quebec. No, it's Quebec. In my eye, You know, it's the one thing I never like throughout history, right? Like there's been wars throughout history with like obviously Americans gone to war, Mexico. I've never heard of anything with Canada going to war. I'll be honest.
Yeah, I've never heard of that either.
And I know if I'm correct, like some of the people who didn't want to go back to England that left the United States went to Canada or something. I know that don't like the Revolutionary War or something like that. All right, so this is gonna cost you not bad, $22 per person.
That's not bad for $22.
Oh yeah, I mean it's a nice little.
Pretty. Look at how pretty that place is.
I mean, is that big building? Is that a hotel?
I think that's the church. I think that's the Saint. I forgot what it's called. Saint something Anne.
Yeah,
I could be wrong, but I think that's what it's called.
Yeah, maybe.
I think it's what is it? The Saint Cathedral Anne or something like that.
Okay.
You know what? It would be kind of cool is to go on that excursion and you see the people dressed up like that.
Well, tell you, when I was in I went to St. John's, Canada, right? I did an excursion, so I went on the bus. They were dressed up like these. There were these old ladies, but they were dressed up like sort of like that, but like housemates. It was weird, clothing, right? It was like sort of like that, but not. They didn't have the hats,
Yeah, that's a little bit.
And I was like, oh my God, this is so weird. Yes.
It's like kind of like when you go to Bermuda, if you think about it. In Bermuda, if you go to the downtown area, they have the people that are all dressed up back in the time on there.
Well, you know what the weird thing about Bermuda, first time I noticed it was like people are going to work, they're in full suits with suit shorts.
Mm-hmm.
That was the first time I've seen it. So over here, 1 hour tour of the Le Chateau, Frontenac, Quebec City, learn about the building history, choose from several tour times over that, taxing fees and handle included, no gratuities are included. And itinerary is just, well, that's weird. You usually there's more. I mean,
look, it takes you by the St. Lawrence River.
Oh, yeah. Thank you for letting me know. Okay. So that's $22. I actually want to show everybody something real quick, and you can go. Okay, actually, did I put it up? Yeah, I have it here. Okay. I was hoping I can knock it out. Okay, so I'm going to go on Google Maps, give you guys an idea, right? So you see Quebec City is all the way up here. I don't know. Are you able to see the arrow or not?
Yeah.
Okay. So Quebec City is up here, right? So I'm going to zoom in a minute. So the cruises, they actually have cruises that go from Philly too also. So right now, Philly is there, and then when you leave from here, it's a 10-day cruise, but it's a one-way ticket. So basically, you go to Maine, this and that, and then it could go to Quebec City because of the St. Lawrence River. It's really hard to tell, but this right here is all water, this dark area.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah.
So that's how they get there.
Yeah, that's how they're able to get there.
Wow.
Now they can't go further than that, or they just choose not to, because I think this water actually goes all the way down. It turns into like a river and goes into the Great Lakes. Which
So I'm
is
gonna
crazy.
guess not like bigger. Well, they did say bigger ships go there about 4,000 passengers. I'm gonna guess they go back and forth.
Yeah, so it's a 10-day cruise. I saw it from Philly. So
Mhm.
so I think from like Boston, it's like a 9-day if they have them. But so they're like 10-day cruises, but it's a one-way ticket. That's your last stop. And
You know
then
what?
you got
Montreal is not too far from there if you think about it, because Montreal is further a little bit just further down. Hello, Miss Katie.
yeah.
Thank you so much for being here.
Yeah. So you know what's funny? What a lot of people don't realize is Montreal is closer to me than Buffalo.
Oh, wow.
A
Yes,
lot of
Miss
people.
Katie, we're talking about Quebec City in Canada.
Yeah.
Oh, that's pretty cool. So I guess you can go there probably driving, right? Maybe.
To Montreal, you could drive, and I know a lot of people like us growing up over here. There would be a lot of people where they would just drive to Canada for the weekend, especially people who were like between the ages of like 18 to 20,
Mm.
because it's 18 to drink over there. So they would just go up. I know people back then, they would just drive up there, go there for the weekend, go to Montreal, because
Yeah.
yeah,
So pretty much you just got to cross the United States border to Canada and then drive from there, probably, right?
Yeah, so yeah, but obviously, Montreal has its own little devil area. I'll call it. Little,
But it's very pretty. Montreal is very
no,
pretty.
no. It is very pretty, but it also has its little shady spots. I'm trying to say where YouTube doesn't smack me, you know.
All
So
right, so let me find the one that I chose for today, which is the let me
Katie,
see.
which side of Niagara Falls have you been on? The American or Canada side? People say the Canadian side of Niagara Falls is better than the American side.
All right, so here, wait, nope, I chose the wrong one. Hold on, guys. Remove.
That's food.
I know, right? Let me
Oh.
share my screen. Here we go. Nope, that's not it. It's this one. Okay, here we go. There we go. That's the one I wanted to show you guys. All right, so now that you guys have it on here, we're going to be talking about the best of Quebec City panoramic bus tour with local guide. This one is going to cost about $42.17 per person. It's approximately 2 hours on this one. And let's see some pictures here. I picked this one because I like historical things. So when I looked at it, I said, "Oh man, this is really nice." Like the historical buildings and things like that look so pretty to actually visit. Look at those little houses. I could picture myself walking through all of that area, seeing the fountain, and all of that. Just keep in mind, this one is only 2 hours on here. And sometimes depending I always look at the actual excursion and I try to map it to see if there's something that I can actually do it on my own instead of having to pay. So depending on how flexible you are with your time and things like that, if you can kind of like do these things on your own, sometimes it's a little bit better. But you can explore the best of Quebec City on one trip. It's a hassle-free, comprehensive sightseeing tour. Visit many Quebec City top attractions like the Old Quebec, Place Royale, Palace Royale, Palace des Armes, and the Plains of Abraham's to the new name just a few. Hop aboard the comfortable coach and get to know UNESCO World Heritage Sites, live with commentary of your guide, and bring the city stories to life. You're going to be traveling by coach. You're going to soak up the French charm of UNESCO, visit many Quebec attractions. What's included? Air conditioning vehicle, professional guide, local taxes, and gratuities. So this trip is a 2 hours. So it's going to start in unit tours. Then it's going to be Old Quebec, Upper Town, Plains of Abraham, Fontaine de la Palace des Armes, Lower Town, Notre Dame, the Quebec Basilica Cathedral. I think that's the one that we were talking about, Keith. Palace Royal, Quartier Petit Chaplain, Port of Quebec, and Terrasse du Fearing. Oh my God, I know I butchered some of them names. But yeah, you get to actually enjoy some of these. And for $42, it's not that bad for 2 hours. And you don't got to worry about going and coming on because you have transportation included.
Yeah, that's good. That's good.
Mm-hmm. So if we're going to go into the restaurants, I'll start with the restaurant and you can do the ending of the show today. Let me see the restaurants. Okay, this is the one I chose. Is it La or La Bouche? I don't know if I'm saying it right. I figured that, I know, right? It's different. But
It looks like it should be La Booty. Yeah, La Bouteille. Yeah.
Oh my God, Keith, you make me laugh with it. I guess these are like the what are the poutine? Is that what it's called up there? But they have some really look like chicarons in Canada. So they got some cool stuff here. For sure. Let me get you the menu. I think the menu is going to be in French, guys. So I apologize. Ooh, let's see. Oh, no menu. It says you have to go to Facebook for the menu.
Oh, that's
no.
Yeah, I had a nice place.
It is a nice place, though.
I mean, I think it's nice. Let's just say it's a nice menu.
It's a nice menu, but they have at least they have
website. We haven't seen the menu, so it's a nice website.
It looks a little, but the place looks really nice, though. Look, that's I guess people get to sign their name, I guess, in the restroom. So if you ever go, make sure you bring a pen with you.
Why is there like a bathtub? Are people like going in there and taking a bath after they take a shower?
Yeah. I don't think that's a bathtub. I think that's just that's a sink. It just looks big. All right, so that is the place and I do apologize. I didn't notice that it didn't have a menu. I should have checked it. I should have double checked it.
It's La Bouteille.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. So I had one place.
Oh.
I had one place I had picked out, and every time I kept hitting the menu, it kept showing me a blank screen. So I could not do that.
Okay.
I was pissed off. So I found some. Yeah, I found a restaurant. Let's just say.
Okay, sounds good.
Just.
I know, right, Miss Katie? It looks really good. I was like, this looks really good.
So this called La Calle. It's I guess it's at the port. So it looks like
it sounds like the street, La Calle du Port de Quebec. Drink and eat.
The website, the drink. All right, here's the food. We got nachos. I don't know. What is kale style? Nachos, corn chips, olives, jalapenos, mozzarella cheese, pico de gallo, sour. Oh, seems the same to me. I mean, I don't.
Yeah.
I would tell them take the jalapenos and olives out, but
take the jalapenos out.
Yeah.
Oh, they do have poutine. They have poutine there. Oh, they even have the buffalo one.
This is on your house, so yeah. What is seafood dip? A mix of goat cheese, seafood chips, sea lobster, gourmet gyro, a sweet waffle.
Oh, a gyro with fries. Oh, that sounds really good.
Yeah, you gotta go to if you're ever up here, you gotta go down to Astoria. If you ever up here, you go to Queens, Astoria. They have it's all Greek, so it's a whole Greek neighborhood and everything.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have one here in Spring Hill that I sometimes go to every so often.
So okay.
Look at Muncie. Muncie's like, that was definitely a big sink.
See, you guys can't see this, right?
We could see that. Well, we can see if
you
click on the PDF file. We can't see the PDF file.
No. Let me get to yeah, okay. So this is a drink menu. So
Ooh.
Punch, Molson Canadian, Blue Moon, Dos Equis, Fritz, Margarita, Captain's right here, Mojito, Coco Loco, and hey, got all those other drinks. Cuba Libre, Gin Tonic, Bloody. Last got was that Bloody Mary, right? I'm assuming.
Yeah, like a bloody classic. Yeah, that's like a Bloody Mary.
But it's with Tabasco. So it's a little different. Jungle Bird, let's see, Jack Daniels. Well, now you know where they make their money. Not from the food, from the drinks. Yeah, Muncie, $6.75 for a Gatorade. I know. Whew, man. Oh.
Well, look, Martin is asking, was those Canadian dollars? That might be Canadian dollars.
Oh, that I don't know.
Yeah. Look at Muncie, $6.75 for a Gatorade.
Well, it might be in Canadian money. So
it might be Canadian money. Let me see, $6.75 Canadian to US is $4.97 US. So there you have it. But yeah, guys, hopefully you enjoyed today's show. We were talking about the Port of Quebec. If you came in late, check out the replay. We got a lot of great information and all of that stuff.
Well, I can tell you guys at some point, I guess the summertime or the springtime, we will be doing Philadelphia. So
yes,
we are just gonna we want to wait for them to do the cruises from there. So
yeah, right now they're actually going to start doing cruises from Philly, right?
April.
Yeah. So it's going to be a lot of fun for you guys up there. There's a new port coming in for everybody.
So maybe when we do Philly, we could bring in the muster drill, who's probably working over there.
I know.
He's in the background.
Yeah, the muster drill will be helping us here every so often.
Since he lives outside of Philly, he's outside of Philly. I think he's like an hour from there or something like that. Yeah.
I think so. He's not too far away. Yeah, he's not too far away.
Yeah, I mean, I think I gotta take a drive down to Philly because you know what?
How far are you from Philly from New York?
It's probably from where I am. I think it's probably like 2.5 hours from here.
Oh wow!
Yeah, something in that range.
Well, at least it's not that far. It's kind of like me going to Port Canaveral.
No. 2.5 hours is not that bad.
That's like a breeze. That's like a hop, skip, and a jump. You're right there. Boom.
Let me see about 2.5. Well, it says right now it would take me 2 hours and 7 minutes. It's 125 miles, but you know.
Yeah, but you're looking at right now because there's no traffic.
Yeah.
With some traffic, you're probably looking maybe a little bit like 3 hours.
Get on that Garden State in the middle of the afternoon. You're over there. You're screwed. Well, actually, going to Philly, you'd be taking the Jersey Turnpike.
Okay.
You wouldn't be taking the Garden State, so you'd be taking the New Jersey Turnpike. Get on that all the way straight down. You know.
That's good that you guys are getting that. It's like we were trying to get another port here in Tampa, and I think that's not going to work out for us here. I think they're actually, the people are complaining about it. And I think they're going to pass the bill not to do it.
That's fast to win this. How else are you guys going to have better ships? I'll be honest. The ships you guys got in that port of Tampa are like the dumpers. It's literally like, and you know, you're going to a car lot and you see an Oldsmobile, okay, like broken down in the corner and this and that, like like they really, you guys, they don't even, I'm not even saying that they need to have monster ships, but you guys can't even have ships that are like over 100,000 gross tons.
Yeah. So right now, what's happening is they're still in the views of it, but more than likely that's going to be scratched off, and maybe they're going to have to probably look into a different area altogether and try to put it there because a lot of people are complaining about it. So you know how that goes.
You slept in a car, Muncie?
The what? We slept in a McDonald's parking lot because all the hotels were booked in Philly. What? With the kids on, or was it just you?
I mean, don't get me wrong. At that point, you should just drove to Atlantic City and slept there.
That is true.
Because Atlantic City is only like an hour from Philly, about 45 minutes hour, and it's not that far. Yeah,
Wow.
I have done that.
Look, in my old Ford Mustang convertible, and I hope it was not snowing.
Oh, yeah.
I hope it was not snowing during that time, Muncie.
I mean, Philly's nice, but it's not the best place to be like stuck in.
I do have a story to tell, and I feel for Muncie because it happened to Martine and Martine is right behind me, working. We were coming back from Texas, and I think there was some sort of a hurricane, right, Martine? Yes. There was a hurricane coming back, and all of the hotels in New Orleans, like all that area, were all booked to capacity. We could not find a hotel to stay the night to continue our journey back over here. We ended up having to, I think we slept in one of the hotel's parking lot for a couple of hours, and then we just continued the journey because I don't even know how many hotels we stayed, no vacancies, everything was packed because of the hurricane that had just passed through there.
Oh, yeah. So
it was crazy.
So let me get this straight, Muncie. So you have a brother-in-law named Manny? That's all I want to know. Okay, that's all I'm asking you right now. I mean, serious?
Manny and Muncie were out in an old Ford Mustang.
No, the reason why I say this is because I have a brother-in-law. His name is Manny.
Oh, it was in Key West too. Look at that. They slept in Key West in a hotel parking lot.
You know, I don't get me wrong. I have pulled over before and fell asleep in my car because I was like falling asleep at the wheel. Thank God nobody was never. I should have gotten into an accident. I mean, it was a 6-lane road on the highway. I'm on the left lane. Next thing I know, I wake up all the way on the right lane. I pulled right over. I said, I'm going to sleep.
I do have a question for Muncie because now I'm curious. Did you only sleep the one night because you couldn't find a hotel, or did you sleep every night that you stood in Key West?
I mean, if you're going to do that, go to the beach.
No, Manny is my Kmart filming buddy. My brother-in-law is Aaron.
Aaron or Aaron.
Okay, the one night. All right. Oh my God. I was gonna say, wait a minute, Muncie. Like, did you not plan this right?
Sometimes you gotta troop it, you know?
They were sleeping. They opened the convertible. They took out the how do you call it? The drone, and they started getting drone footage. We ended up in Marathon. Oh, I know where Marathon, Florida is, at the Cedel Motel. I could imagine Muncie threw the convertible back, took out the drone, and like started just filming everything he saw during that evening. Hey, that's a good experience, though.
Definitely,
that is a good experience. Keith, do you have anything for next week that you want to share?
Well, I just put out 2 videos today. I put out a news video. I just put out a video, a walkthrough of one of the yachts I did from the Jacob Javison there. And then this weekend, looks like I'm going to be going to Nassau Coliseum for the Long Island Boat Show. So,
look, I was right. Manny got some drone footage.
That's crazy.
Anyways, go ahead.
So yeah, Long Island Boat Show, and then actually it's like in May sometime, I'm actually going to be going to a chocolate expo, which is going to be, and this one's dedicated to the Willy Wonka chocolate stuff. And I'm going to be going there because, and also they're going to have some of the actors that are still are alive from the original Charlie and the Chocolate Factory there.
That's gonna be really cool, though. That's gonna be really cool to see. So I'm looking forward to that. Oh, look, he put in his Manny. Oh, there it is. Oh wait, no, Manny Quasioa is his
You
YouTube.
Spanish? Isn't that Spanish?
No, that's not Spanish. That is not Spanish. Quasiosa is his YouTube channel. So you could go check out Manny and putting in some notes. Hey, we're here because you had an adventure with Muncie. Oh,
All right. Hold on one second.
Hold on. You got to take a sip of water.
I'm like a cheap hooker over here, but here we go. It's Christmas time!
Hopefully that got all the way to Joanne and gave her some good vibes so she can bring in more cash home.
Joanne's on the other side of the lake. So
oh, nice.
so she's actually in Long Island. So see, this is the one thing I don't understand is why don't they have a bridge that goes from Long Island to Connecticut? Right? They should have a bridge, right? I know some people say, "Oh, that's too long of a bridge."
Yeah.
Look up. I think it was in Louisiana. They have a bridge that is so long. I think it's the longest bridge in the United States. Is in Louisiana somewhere.
Okay.
Yeah, and I looked it up. The distance is actually longer than what it would be from Long Island to Connecticut if they did a bridge.
Nice. Well, guys, next week we're going to be doing the port of Puerto Vallarta. So come back to check out that port. And on Tuesday at 7 p.m., well, maybe a little bit earlier than 7 p.m., maybe 6 o'clock on Tuesday next week, I'll be coming live from the airport in Fayetteville because I'm going to be traveling back home that day. So I wanted to bring something different, do something different for you guys since this is a travel channel. So we're going to be traveling from Fayetteville back to Tampa. And I'm going to be coming live from the airport. We're going to go check it out. So come along with us. With that being said, guys, thank you so much for being here, being part of Across the Wave. Keith, thank you so much for being with me today. I love you guys all to the moon and back. May God bless each and every one of you guys. And we will see you on the next one. Oh, wait, hold on.
One more time. All right. Hey, thank you. It's Christmas time.
Woo! You have a good night, guys. Love you all. Toodles. Toodaloo.